Going beyond single components now, we'll start with a stud wall. Call it east. And we need a 20-foot long wall, 9.5 foot tall. We're going to use SPF, spruce pine fir, number 2. And we're going to go with 2x6s at 12 on center. Add a door to the wall. If we go 7'6", 8 foot tall is a little tall. 7.5. If we do 60 wide, that'll be centered. Let me go back here, click on our header, and we're going to use southern pine number 1 for our beams. And we got a triple lamination here. Currently on the wall, we've got the dead load. That's there by default. 40 PLF. We've actually got a knee wall up there supporting roof, so it's going to be a little bigger than that. And we've got 105 here. And for supporting roof, we're also going to have a roof live up here. Okay, that's 130. And we also support a floor system on top of this wall. And we're going to represent that by linking to an actual floor system. So we check on the chain links here, hit link above, and we're going to link joist a floor system, our mezzanine, to the top of our stud wall. Now, we don't actually want a 10-foot span, 2x8 depth. We can change that later. What we want to do now is link this physically to our wall. So I'm going to click on this B support at the right, and that is this blue grip. If I grab this grip, I can slide it around. I'm going to slide it all the way to the right end of our stud wall and confirm that's where we want it linked. All right, there we go. Look at that. We've got a 10-foot long, 10-foot wide floor system sitting on top of our wall. So how do we get exactly what we want? Well, we can hover. Either way, let's go to the link over here. And that takes us to a drill down mode. Now we're just looking at the mezzanine itself. So we're going to change this span 14 foot. We're still using southern pine, number 1 for our beams. Let's go 2x10, 16 on center, and the rim joist length isn't 10 foot, but 20 feet. All right, let's add some loads. Floor loads. Say we got a 15 PSF dead load. And since it's a mezzanine, say that it's sleeping only, we can get away with 30 PSF up here for live load. We go back to the links, click on the links for the east wall, and there's our mezzanine. Shows that it's linked an X location at 20 feet at the far right end of our wall, and that it is 2x10s. Nifty. All right, get a quick look at this. There we go, 14-foot span on top of our 9.5 foot tall wall. We've got reasonable loads everywhere. Let's run it. The analysis is going to take just a moment because it's actually going to analyze and follow the load path of every component in both of these systems. Analyzes every joist and follows every load. And here we go. Yeah, we're close on the door header, but we're passing. And if we scroll down here, we've got a few things. They're in around 20%, but then you'll notice we've got studs at 17 foot, 5 foot, 13 foot. It is checking every stud. And the reason for that is that we can link this system below. I could go back to input, link below, and we could add a foundation under our wall, or a beam, or another wall. So for now, let's look at what we got. We've got these loads that are transferred from the mezzanine. Fantastic. Those are the reactions of those joists. If we go over here and we click on our report, it's going to take it a moment. The report will also include most, if not all, the components of these systems. And that will give us some diagrams. All right, we see we're passing. We've got all the headers, the loads on them, each of the columns and studs and their pass or fail status. And then look at this. If you look under this wall, each one of those arrows is representing the load path following from floor joist to loads above through into individual studs below. And this is so when this 3D assembly is mated up with others, we have an entire three-dimensional model that can specifically and exactly follow every load through the structure to earth. Oh, that's amazing. Axial deflection. Nifty. As you can see, this report is 88 pages long. As we get into it, we'll see that we're looking at, as we were up here above, two 2x6s. So this is going to be a king stud, a corner, alongside an opening. Wow. There we go. As I said, from here, we can add on and link additional systems to this and get our design in whole, or we can go build other assemblies and link them together later.